Hello, all you Apba baseball fans and any other tabletop sports fans that may be watching or listening today to Tigerbob Sports Baseball Network. This will be Game 4 of the 1991 World Series here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium with the Minnesota Twins visiting Atlanta. Minnesota right now has a 2-1 lead in the World Series, winning Game 1 11-8 in a thriller. Game 2, Atlanta come back, Justice 2-run homer. They were able to win it in 12 innings, 5-3, and in the third game, an epic game, Minnesota wins it 1-0 on an unearned run. So today we got Jack Morris pitching for Minnesota. It'll be a second start of the World Series versus John Smoltz. He'll be pitching for the Atlanta Braves. It's a Wednesday night here in Atlanta in front of a full capacity crowd. Alrighty, with the manager and umpires there meeting at home plate right now, I'll quickly go down the Minnesota batting order. Left field, we got Danny Glad. Second base, Chuck Knobloch. Center field, Kirby Puckett. Cleanup hitter, Kent Herbeck. Batting fifth will be Brian Harper. Sixth will be right fielder Shane Mack. Seventh, Mike Pagliarulo, getting his first start at third base. The shortstop today will be Greg Gagne, and the pitcher for Minnesota will be Jack Morris, and they'll be going up against John Smoltz. Started 36 games in the regular season at a record of 14-13, and he is a grade 9 right-hander with a Y. So let's get ready to play ball. Leading here up is top of the first inning is Danny Gladden, so John Smoltz all warmed up, and here's the first pitch of the game to Danny Gladden. 16 is a 28, and that'll be a ground ball to Rafael Belliard. Picks it up, throws it to first, and we are underway here in Atlanta with a big game here. Game 4 of the World Series, and up steps the second baseman, Chucky Knobloch. Chucky Knobloch, 32-26, ground ball, up the middle, Lemke, spins, throws, got him at first. 2 up and 2 away. Bat number 3 will be Kirby Puckett, 5 for 13 so far, hitting .385 and has a home run in the World Series. Here's the pitch to Puckett, 65-35, ground ball, third base Pendleton. Guns it across the infield, 3 up and 3 down. As we go to the bottom of the first, and up comes the Atlanta Braves. Go down the Atlanta Brave lineup here. Leading off left field, we got Lonnie Smith, batting second, the third baseman Pendleton, center fielder Ronnie Gant, right fielder David Justice, batting fifth will be Sid Bream at first base. Olson back in catching bat number 6. Number 7 is Lemke. 8 is the shortstop Belliard, and pitching is Smoltz, and they're going up against Jack Morris. He's the grade 14 with a Y. He started game 1 of the World Series, and he got roughed up 4 2/3 innings. He gave up 7 runs that game. He had 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. He's all warmed up, and up to bat will be Lonnie Smith. Here's the pitch from Morris to Lonnie Smith. That would be a 65-35. That's a little two-hopper down to third base. Grabbed by Pagliarulo. Over to first. 1 away. And now batting will be Terry Pendleton. Switch hitter. He's hitting .231 so far, and he has 2 home runs. Pitch to Pendleton, 55 is a 7. That ball drops in, right field, base hit. We have a base runner for the Braves. He's enough 32, so he will not be able to steal. Up steps Ronnie Gant with a man on and a man out. Here's the pitch. 44 is a 8. He's a -2, so 14 becomes a 16. A 16, 8 on the 16. That'd be a 33. Pops it up on the infield. Pagliarulo moves over, right, just slightly in foul territory. Makes the play, and we got 2 down. Man on first. Pendleton on first with 2 outs, and up steps Justice. 34-31, fly ball, center field, Puckett, medium depth under it. Makes the catch. And let's go to the second inning. We are scoreless. Leading off will be Herbeck. He'll be leading off. And here's the pitch by Smoltz to Ken Herbeck. 52-27, ground ball Pendleton. Fires across the infield. 1 away. Now batting is Harper. What's Harper done so far? He's only 1 for 9 so far, hit 111. He did have a double. Harper, Snake Eyes is a 0. 43 is a 6. He swings, and that ball is all the way to the warning track off the wall, and Brian Harper is going to pull into second base with a double. Minnesota's in business with Brian Harper on second base with 1 away. And up steps Shane Mack, hitting 308 so far. Smoltz pitches to Mack. 53 is a 16. That'll be center field. 13 is going to be put him into fielding 1. So 16, fielding 1, fly out. Center field. Gant under it, makes the catch. No advancement by the runners. We got 2 away. Now batting with 2 outs. His first at bat of the series will be Mike Pagliarillo playing third base, the left-hand hitter. 61, 39. 39 is to be the catcher. The catcher, Olson, is at 8. 41 on the 8's to be fielding 1. Strike, runner picked off second base. What a throw by Olson. Don't know what Harper was thinking, but he is picked off. And that'll be the 3rd out in the inning, and let's go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Leading off for the Atlanta Braves here in the bottom of the 2nd will be Sid Bream. He is 0 for 11 so far. He's having a rough time so far, so here's the pitch. Morris to Sid Bream, 52-27. Across comes Pagliarillo, grabs the short hop, throw to first. Got him at first base. What a fine play by the third baseman. With 1 out here in the 2nd inning, up steps the catcher, Greg Olson. Morris delivers to Olson. 32-26, routine play, Knobloch over to first. 2 away. With 2 outs, we got Mark Lemke up. 0 for 4 so far. Lemke, 36-33. Swing and a miss. Morris strikes him out. That is it for the Braves in the 2nd inning. As we go to the top of the 3rd, we remain scoreless. And batting is Pagliarillo. He was up when Harper got picked off second base. So Smoltz pitching to Pagliarillo. 34-31, center field, line drive, right at Gant. He didn't even have to move. 1 away. Now batting is Greg Gagne. The shortstop, 32-26, Lemke over to Bream, 2 away. Now we got the pitcher up. Jack Morris is up to bat. As we're in the National League Parks, the rules are back in 1991 is that the pitchers will hit. It was the home park rules. So Morris, 65-35, ground ball Pendleton, easy play to first. And we are going to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and this game is scoreless. And leading off for Atlanta will be Belliard. Belliard is 3 for 10 so far. He's hitting 300. So Morris delivers to Belliard. Snake Eyes, 7, swings, base hit, drops into left field. Belliard's on first base with nobody out, and up steps Smoltz. Infield, they're looking for a bunt. Smoltz, he's going to bunt. He's going to try and lay it down. 13 is a 13 on a bunt. That is 2 strikes, batter misses, 2 pitches, and he's still trying to lay the bunt down. 52-27. Struck him out. He could not get the bunt down. He has to go back to pitcher trying to bunt practice. So Belliard's on first base with 1 away. And up steps Lonnie Smith. Lonnie's hitting 200 so far in the series. Lonnie Smith, 15 is a 10. He's handicapped 1. So the 14 becomes a 15. Off the grade 10. That is a 26. That's right to the second baseman. 64 on the 8-man Knobloch. That's going to go to fielding 3. Out, runner to second, second to first. Belliard is able to advance up to second base on the play. Bobbled a little bit by Knobloch, couldn't make the play. So now with 2 outs, Atlanta Braves have a runner in scoring position, Rafael Belliard. Morris bearing down. Here's the pitch to Pendleton. 56-34. Man on second base. Line drive right at the second baseman. We are going to top of the fourth inning, and this game remains scoreless. Leading off here in the top of the fourth will be Gladden, followed by Knobloch and Puckett. Smoltz delivering to Gladden. 64-13. Oh, what a fastball. Struck him out. That is the first strikeout today for Smoltz. We got one away. And up steps Chucky Knobloch. 34-31. Fly ball. Deep center. Gant. Back. Make a fine running catch into left center field. He just run that one down. Good speed out there in center field. Two away. And up steps Kirby Puckett. Here's the pitch by Smoltz. Kirby Puckett. 41-24. Ground ball belly yard. Fires at the first. Puckett out. We're going to the bottom of the fourth, and the game does remain scoreless. Leading off for Atlanta here in the bottom of the fourth inning will be Ronnie Gant. He had popped up to third base his first time up. Here's the pitch. Morris to Ronnie Gant. 62-13. Splitter struck him out. One away. Now batting is David Justice, the left-hand hitter. The right-hand hit Morris, pitching to Justice. 34-31, fly ball, Puckett, deep center field, under it, makes the catch. Two away. Now batting is Sid Bream, still looking for his first hit. 0 for 12. Here's the pitch to Sid Bream. 34-31, routine, center field, Kirby Puckett. And that is it for the Braves in the bottom of the fourth. As we go to the top of the fifth inning, in the scoreless game, we got Herbeck, Harper, and Mack are due up. Up steps to left-hand hitting Herbeck. Herbeck's 0 for 11. Smoltz pitching to Herbeck. 51 is a 9. A 9 off the 9. 9 off the 9, that will be a little pop out to the shortstop. One away. Now we have Brian Harper. Doubled his last time up, and then he got picked off second base. Here's the delivery by Smoltz. 53's an 18. Ground ball to belly yard. Over, and he boots it. Oh, he went to grab it out of his glove and throw to first base, and it is an error. So Minnesota has a base runner. Usually the sure-handed shortstop belly yard. But he couldn't make that play. So Harper's back on base. He's an E14. Not very fast. He's only a 5. So with one out, Harper on first base, and up steps Shane Mack. 53's a 16. That'll be center field. 45 will make it a fielding 2. 17, fielding 2. Single to right. Harper around in second. He's going all the way to third. There'll be a try to go throw to third. He's going to be safe. Safe at third. That was an ill-advised throw as Gant went all the way to second base on it. So the Twins have it going now as they got runners on second and third with one out. And coming up to bat will be Pagliarillo. So we got one out, runners on second, third, Pagliarillo up. And they're going to leave the infield deep on this one. Little worried if the base hit gets through. They don't want to give up 2 runs. So here's the pitch. Smoltz to Pagliarillo. 63-32, fly ball, right field. Justice is a 2. That'll put him in fielding 2. So right field, fielding 2. The hit number is 52. We got a 32 arm on Justice. Oh, Harper only has the 5 speed. So 27. 25 chance of scoring on a sacrifice fly. So they're going to send them both. They're going to send him home. And they're going to send a runner to third base. So 25 chance. 25 chance, so 11 through 51, and Harper's going to score on the sacrifice fly. Here's the throw to the plate. He's going to be safe. He scores on the sacrifice fly. And the other runner goes to third base. So Minnesota takes the chance, and they end up getting a run as Harper scores on a sacrifice fly. Now they got the runner on third base with 2 outs, and Minnesota has the 1-0 lead here in the 5th inning. And now batting is Gagne. Now the infield's deep with 2 outs, and here's the pitch. Smoltz pitching to Gagne. 25 is a 10. Gagne's a righty, so this would be a 10 off the 10 pitcher with the man on third base. 10, 10. Single to right. Runner scores. And that gives them a 2-0 lead. And now they're wondering why didn't they pitch around Gagne, but they wanted Morris leading off the next inning, and Gagne spoils it with the base hit, and Minnesota takes a 2-0 lead. Now 2 outs, Morris up, runner on first base, 65-35, pops it up on the infield. Who's under it? Olson's under it, makes the catch, and Minnesota jumps out to a 2-0 lead here in the 5th inning, and we go into the bottom of the 5th. So Morris is dealing here as we're in the bottom of the 5th, and Atlanta's trailing by 2 runs. And leading off for them will be Olson, followed by Lemke and Belliard. Morris pitching to Olson, 65-35, ground ball, third base, Pagliarillo throws him out. First base, 1 away. And up steps Mark Lemke with 1 out. 21's a 30, fly ball left field, over on the line, Gladden playing a smooth left field. Puts it away. That's 2 away. And up stepped Rafael Belliard. Last time up, he was on a base hit. 36-33. Fastball. Struck him out. As we're going to the 6th inning with Minnesota leading Atlanta 2-0. And leading off in the top of the 6th will be Danny Gladden. Here's the pitch. Smoltz to Gladden, righty against righty. 45 is a 14. He walks Danny Gladden. Now batting is Chucky Knobloch. So Danny Gladden up. He's a D25, so he cannot steal a base. There's nobody out. So Chucky Knobloch's just going to swing away. 61's a 36. Swinging away. 36 is a wild pitch by WP3 only. That is a wild pitch, runner to second. John Smoltz buried that one in the dirt. Olsen could not stop it. And Minnesota has another runner in scoring position. Knobloch still up with the runner on second base. Smoltz to Knobloch. 42-32. That's a fly ball to right field. 62's going to put that over in the fielding 3. But the number itself, the 4, and that's going to be the second number there. That'll be a 36. So we got 32 Justice, 17 Gladden, 15 off to 36. He's just going to stay on second base. He's already in scoring position, so we didn't want to risk it. Wasn't quite deep enough. And up steps Kirby Puckett, man on first base. 35 is a 9, handicap 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hitting 35 on Kirby Puckett is a 9, so it's a 9 off the grade 12 pitcher. So we have, with 1 out, runner on second base, pop fly out, third base, and that'll be the second out of the inning. 2 outs, runner on second base, and up steps Ken Herbick. Smoltz pitching to Herbick, trying to get out of trouble here in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. 26. Man on second. 2 outs. Fly ball. Center field. And we are going to the bottom of the 6th inning in a 2-0 game. So as we go to the bottom of the inning here, bottom of the 6th inning, Atlanta's going to send up Jeff Treadway. He is going to pinch hit for John Smoltz, who will pitch 6 solid innings. They're going to take him out of the game, trailing by the 2 runs. So pinch hitting for Smoltz off Jack Morris will be Jeff Treadway. And here's the pitch to Treadway. 35 is a 9. Handicapped 1. 14 becomes a 15. Base hit, right field, Treadway, pinch hit single. Atlanta might be in business here. as we go back to the top of the order with Lonnie Smith. So Lonnie Smith up. Here's the pitch by Morris to Lonnie Smith. 13. 13 is a 14. Morris walks Lonnie Smith on 4 pitches. Now the Braves have 2 base runners on here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and up steps Pendleton. Morris peers in to get the sign from Harper, and here's the pitch to Pendleton with 2 on, nobody out. 15 is a 10 off to grade 14, first and second. 10 off to 14. 10 off to 14. That doesn't be a pop-up. Who's under it? Third baseman Pagliarulo makes the catch. And Morris gets the first out of the inning. And now we have Ronnie Gant with 2 on and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Morris to Gant. 62, 62, 13. Struck him out. What a pitch by Morris. 2 down. Leaves it up to David Justice, the left-hand hitter. He's looking for a second home run of the series. He is 5 for 17. And here's the pitch by Morris to Justice. 31 is a 9 off to grade 14, first and second. That's going to be in there. Bats left, single to right. That ball's going to drop in. Here comes Treadway. Treadway's going to score. There we go. We got Lonnie Smith going all the way to third base. Atlanta's on the board. Is Justice, base hit. Treadway scores. Smith to third. And they're coming out to talk to Jack Morris right now in here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As this Atlanta crowd, they are getting louder and louder and louder. After the mound visit, we're ready to go. We got Sid Bream up, runners on first and third with 2 outs. Left-hand hitter. And here's the pitch. Morris to Sid Bream. 51 is a 9. Off to grade 14. On the first and third. Wow. Single over the shortstop's head. Actually, no, nope, it's not a single to right. He's a pull to right hitter. Single. Single to right field to the center fielder over there. So that's going to tie the game up. Smith is going to score. We got the center fielder, Kirby Puckett's arm, 36. 36 minus 13 be 19. 42 off the 19. Justice is going to stop at second base. He's already in scoring position. We are tied up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Morris looks totally flustered. The crowd is going absolutely insane. And Greg Olson coming up to bat. So 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch to Olson. 35 is a 36 on the first and second. Wild pitch. If the pitch is a WPO, he is now. Morris is wild, so it's a wild pitch. Now the runners are moving up to second and third. This looks like it's unraveling for the Twins here in this bottom of the 6th inning. So now Olson's up with runners on second and third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Olson. 13 is a 14. He walks Olson. We got the bases loaded. And coming up the bat will be Mark Lemke. Jack Morris got him in this mess, and he's going to try and get him out of it. So 2 outs, bases loaded, tie game. Morris might be at the end of his rope. Up steps Lemke. Here's the pitch. Morris to Lemke. 53 is an 18. Ground ball to the shortstop. 13's going to make it fielding 1. So 18 shortstop. Infield deep. Fielder's choice short to second gets him out of the inning. What a play by Gagne. And Jack Morris escapes any further damage. We are going to the top of the 7th inning. And we are tied at 2. Here we are, top of the 7th inning. Coming in to pitch for Atlanta will be Mike Stanton. He's actually be batting in the number 7 spot. He'll be batting in Lemke's spot. And Treadway, who'll come in to pinch hit for the pitcher, he'll stay in and play second base. So we got Treadway playing second base and Stanton in the pitch. So with Stanton coming in to pitch, he's a 1 on defense. And with Treadway playing second base, that drops Atlanta down to a fielding 2 team and fielding 2 infield. If it comes in play at all. So in the 7th inning, leading off Stanton will be the catcher, Brian Harper. 16, 28, ground ball, belly yard, throw to first, 1 away. Been quite a game here, as the other 3 games were too, so what a series it's been. Here's the pitch. Shane Mack, 54, 32, it's a shot, right field, David Justice over by the line. Makes the catch, 2 away. And now batting will it be Pagliarillo? Let's see what they're going to do. So they call him back. They call Pagliarillo back to the dugout. They're going to send up Scotty Leyes to pinch hit, and he'll stay in and play third base. So ups Leyes. Here's the pitch from Stanton to Leyes. 33 is a 0. 13. That ball is high off the wall up in left field, and Scotty Leyes is pulling in second base with a pinch hit double. Now we got Gagne coming up. Man on second base. And what they're going to do, they're going to walk Gagne intentionally. So Gagne gets the intentional walk. And that will bring the pitcher up. So what's the move going to be by Minnesota? So first and second, 2 outs. And coming up to bat for Minnesota will be Chili Davis. So Chili Davis, he's been on the bench here because they're not using DHs here. So Stanton going to be pitching to Davis with first and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Stanton to Davis. 21. 21 is a 13. Struck him out. What a job by Stanton. And we are going to the bottom of the 7th inning, tied at 2. Coming in to pitch for Minnesota will be Carl Willis, the right-hander from Danville, Virginia. He is a grade 15 with a Y and a Z. Nolanos in the belly yard, Treadway, and Lonnie Smith. Tie game, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch to belly yard. 45. 45 is a 14. Belly yard gets a walk. He's been getting on base a lot in this series so far. So he's on first base, and up steps Treadway. Willis. Here's the pitch to Treadway. 42 is a 9. 15 becomes a 14. That is an infield single. Back-to-back singles here. Or a walk and a single here in the 7th inning, and Atlanta's back in business. We're going back to the top of the order with Lonnie Smith. And what's Lonnie going to do? He's going to swing away. First and second, nobody out. Willis delivers to Lonnie Smith. 14 is a 30. Fly ball left field. Danny Gladden under it. Makes the catch. 1 away. Now batting is Pendleton. Willis pitching to Pendleton. 43 is a 29. Willis is a 1. 54, that'll put him in fielding 3. So first and second. 29, fielding 3. Who's on first base? The first guy on first base is Lonnie Smith. Lonnie Smith is fast. So what we have here is 43. 43 is a 29. 29 on the pitcher, fielding 3. Safe at first, runner out. Pitcher to short, fielder's choice. Pitcher to short. So now they got him on first and third with 2 outs, and up steps Ronnie Gant. As we got Willis trying to finagle himself out of a jam here. Here's the pitch. Willis to Gant. 35 is a 14. We have a bases loaded situation. And up steps Justice, and out comes the manager to talk to the pitcher. So bottom of the 7th, bases loaded, 2 outs, and up steps David Justice, the right-hander. Willis pitching to David Justice. Here's the pitch. 12 is a 25. Ground ball up the middle. Backhanded knob block over to Gagne. Fielder's choice. And Minnesota gets out of trouble here in the bottom of the 7th. As we go to the top of the 8th, still tied at 2. Top of the order here for Minnesota in the 8th inning. It'll be led off by Danny Gladden, followed by Knobloch and Puckett. Stanton doing his 2nd inning of work today. He is a Q3 with an asterisk. I let the Q3s with an asterisk, I let them go to 7 batters. He's pitched to 5, so he has a couple more batters he can pitch to. Here's the pitch. Stanton to Gladden. 21. 21's a 30. Fly ball. Left field. 1 away. And now we have Chucky Knobloch with 1 out. 33 is a 7. That ball drops into left field for a base hit. Chucky Knobloch gets a single. And we have a timeout here on the field. So Atlanta's, they're bringing in Pena. They're bringing in Pena right now. They're bringing their closer in to pitch already in the 8th inning. And we got Chucky Knobloch on first base. He is an E32, so he can steal base. Puckett's up, so E32, and that's what they're going to do. Olson's a +1, so it's an E31. So Knobloch has an 11 through 61 chance of stealing second base. And there he goes. Here's the throw to second base. He is going to be safe. Stolen base for Knobloch. Minnesota has the go-ahead run on second base. Pena's in the pitch to Puckett. He's a 16, which will go up to a 20. 23 batter, the first hitter. So grade 23 against Puckett with the man on second base. Here's the pitch to Puckett. 21, 13, struck you about. Good pitch by Pena, 1 away. Now batting with the man on second base and 1 out is Kent Hrbek, the right-hand pitcher Pena, pitching to Hrbek. He's a grade 16. 24. 24 is a 13. Pena strikes him out. Strikes him out, and that ends the inning as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and we are still tied at 2. And here we go to the Sid Bream bat in the bottom of the 8th inning. In the last inning, I lost track of outs a little bit. Danny Gladden made the first out, then Pena got the 2 strikeouts. So that was 3 outs. And here we are. Sid Bream's up here in the bottom of the 8th inning of a tie game, and Carl Willis still out there pitching. Here's the pitch to Sid Bream. 53. 53 is a 20. It's a ground ball to the second base Knobloch. He picks it up and he throws it wild to first base. Oh, and the runner cannot advance, but a wild throw by Knobloch, and Sid Bream is on first base with the lead off air. Little throwing issue there for Knobloch on that one. So Sid Bream on first base. Let's see if Atlanta's going to make a move. So Bream on first base. Up steps Olson. Nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Willis delivers to Olson. 16's a 28. Ground ball to the shortstop. 64. That's going to be fielding 3 on the shortstop. Ground out short to first. Runner to second. That ball was not fielded cleanly. And now Sid Bream moves up to second base. And coming up to bat now will be the pitcher spot. So Atlanta has the wheels turning now. They actually brought in Greg. Greg come in to run. He's in a run for Sid Bream. And that'll become the pitcher spot. And coming up to pinch hit in the number 7 spot, which is actually the pitcher spot now, will be Brian Hunter. So man on second base, 1 out. Willis warmed up. And here we go. Here's the pitch to Hunter. Pinch hitting. 43. 43 is a 29. Back to the pitcher. 44 is going to put him in fielding 3. First baseman to the pitcher, runner to third. So now we got 2 outs. Runner on third base. And up steps Belliard, who has been a thorn in her side so far. So Willis pitching to Belliard. 34, 31, center field, under it, makes the catch. And all that work for Atlanta, and they cannot score. And we're going to the top of the 9th inning, 2-2. So coming in to pitch now will be Kent Merker. He is the grade 15 lefty. He's going to be facing Harper, Mack, and Leas. So Harper leading off here in the 9th inning. Here's the pitch to Harper. 61, 61, 24. Ground ball, Belliard picks it up. Throw the first. 1 away. What an exciting game here. The crowd's been loud all day long. Up steps Shane Mack with 1 out. Merker delivers to Shane Mack. 66. is a 1. That ball's deep. That ball far. That ball is over the left field wall. Shane Mack hits the home run off Merker in the top of the 9th. And Minnesota takes the 3-2 lead. Oh, and it's getting quieter here right now. It got really quiet in a hurry. And up steps Scott Leyes to bat now. So Scotty Leyes up to bat. Minnesota's up 3-2. There's 1 out here in the 9th inning. Here's the pitch to Leyes. 25 is an 8. Off to grade 15 pitcher. That'll be a fly ball to right field. 2 away. And now batting is Greg Gagne. Here's the pitch to Gagne. 35-22. That'll be the catcher. That'll be fielding 1. As Olson is a grade 8 catcher. He will be out catcher to first. And we are going to the bottom of the 9th here in Atlanta with the Braves trailing 3-2. Bottom of the 9th inning. The Braves will have Treadway, and then the top of the order coming up to bat as they trail by 1 run as it is 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th. And coming in to pitch for Minnesota will be their closer, had 42 saves in the regular season, Ricky Aguilera. He is a grade 18 with an X. So leading off here in the bottom of the 9th off Aguilera will be Jeff Treadway. And the crowd is just urging Treadway to get on base. And here's the pitch. 51 is an 8. Left-hand hitter, 8 off the 18. That will be a ground ball to the shortstop. Grabbed by Gagne. Over to first. 1 away. Now batting is Lonnie Smith. As the crowd, we just got the official crowd today on this Wednesday night here. We got 50,878 fans right now in Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, urging their team to somehow get a run, or maybe 2. Let's get a walk-off win is what they're thinking. Up steps Lonnie Smith, 1 out in the 9th. Aguilera delivers to Lonnie Smith. 15 is a 10. The 18 becomes a 19. Off the 10. That ball is into center field. Lonnie Smith, base hit, center field. And the Braves have a lifeline. Coming up to bat is Terry Pendleton. So give a lot of consideration to the stolen base. He'd have a 26 out of 36 chance to make it, but he is not going to steal the base. We're just going to let Pendleton swing away with 1 out here in the 9th inning. Aguilera pitching to Pendleton. 52-27. Strikeout, 52-27. Strikes him out. 2 away in the 9th inning. So bottom of the 9th, Minnesota 3, Atlanta 2. Lonnie Smith on first base. He has a 26 out of 36 chance of stealing the base, but Ronnie Gant up. He has a 1-5-5-6 card. I'm just going to roll the dice with Ronnie Gant and see what happens. So here we go. Aguilera pitching to Ronnie Gant. Bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. That ball is 22 is a 6. Oh my, a 6. That's going to be a double. Ronnie Gant doubles. Double over third. Left fielder to the shortstop. So Gant gets a double to left field. Danny Gladden a 33 arm. Gagne 37. Equal it out, so it's a 35 arm. 35 minus Smith's 15 speed. That's 20. 20 off the hit number of 45. That puts it at 25. So he's going to try and score. So 11 through 51. They're going to tie the game up with the double. 52 or higher. Minnesota's going to win. So here's the throw to the plate. He is going to be safe. Double. Run scores. This game is tied. Ronnie Gant. What a hit. Oh, this crowd is going bananas. We are tied up at 9. We're tied up in the 9th. We're tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th. So now with 2 outs in the 9th, and this crowd, the game is tied up. The crowd going crazy. Aguilera, they're gonna walk Justice intentionally. So Justice gets an intentional walk, and then we got to see who they're going to bring in to pinch hit here in the 9th inning. What a crazy game. So coming in to pinch hit for the Atlanta Braves will be Francisco Cabrera. So here we are, 2 outs, 2 on. Justice on first, Ronnie Gant on second base. Aguilera trying to get out of trouble here, and up steps Francisco Cabrera. Here's the pitch. 14-30, fly ball, left field. Danny Gladden under it. Makes the catch. It's only fitting we are going to extra innings here in Atlanta. Tied up at 3. Coming in to pitch for Atlanta in the top of the 10th inning will be Michael Bilecki. He made the roster here for the playoffs here for the World Series because I did not have a Johnny Rocker card or any way to get a Johnny Rocker card. So to bring the extra pitcher in, I brought in Bilecki to pitcher in the World Series. So he's coming in to pitch, and coming in to pinch hit for Minnesota will be Bush. Randy Bush is coming in here to pinch hit in the top of the 10th inning in a 3-3 game. So Bilecki all warmed up. Here's the pitch to the pinch hitter, Randy Bush. 14's a 30. Fly ball left field, Lonnie Smith. 1 away. Back to the top of the order, we have Danny Gladden as Minnesota trying to get a run here to take the lead. Here's the pitch to Gladden. 43-29, comebacker Bilecki. 2 away. Bilecki is a grade 7 with a Z. Up steps Chucky Knobloch with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 56-13, struck him out. And we are going to the bottom of the 10th inning. Tied at 3. Bottom of the 10th, coming in to pitch for Minnesota will be the grade 8 right-hander from Selma, Alabama, the double Z pitcher, Leach. And leading off for Atlanta will be Greg Olson. So here's the pitch. Righty versus righty. Greg Olson. 26 is a 13. Struck him out, 1 away. Now batting is Brian Hunter. Came in to play first base earlier for Sid Bream. Here's the pitch. Leach to Hunter. 22 is a 0. 43 is a 6. That ball is all the way to the gap up left center field, and Brian Hunter strolls into second base with a double. Atlanta has a runner, the potential winning run on second base again. And up steps Belliard. Belliard's up. The last position player on the bench for Atlanta is Blauser, so they're not going to use him up right now. So Leach pitching to Belliard with the runner on second base. Here we go. 34-31, fly ball, center field, Kirby Puckett. 2 away. As Minnesota trying to get this game to the 11th inning. And up steps Treadway. Man on second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Treadway. 45 is a 14 with a man on second base. That will be ball 4. The double Z is not affected with the man on second base. So Treadway's on base. Now they got 2 on with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th. And up steps Lonnie Smith. Can Leach get Lonnie Smith out and get this game another inning? Here's the pitch. Leach to Lonnie Smith. 44 is an 8. That'll be off the 8. Becomes a 9. First and second. Off the grade 9. We got an 8. That ball is in there. That is a single over second base to the right fielder. 66 is the hit number. 33 minus Hunter. It's not going to matter. It's a 66. He's going to score. That's a base hit. That's a base hit. Hunter scores, and this game is over. Hunter scores the winning run as the Braves somehow come back in the 9th inning to tie it up, and they win it here in the bottom of the 10th, 4-3. And this crowd, 50,878 fans, are just going berserk as Atlanta has tied the World Series up at 2 games apiece. As we have one more game left here in Atlanta. So how crazy is that? I'll be back in a minute with a happy total for the Braves fans. So the final recap here for Game 4 in Atlanta. For Minnesota, Morris started. He pitched 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. Willis pitched 2 innings. Aguilera come in here to try and save the game. after they got the home run in the ninth, and with 2 outs, Gant got the double. So he got the blown save, and then Leach come in and he got the loss. For Atlanta, Smoltz, he pitched 6 good innings, 2 runs, 1 earned run. Stanton pitched 1 1/3 innings, no runs. Pena give up the home run in his 1 2/3 innings, and then Belucky come in there and he pitched the top of the extra inning and he got the win. Home runs today, just 1 home run, and that was the 9th inning home run by Mack to put Minnesota ahead and give them a lot of hope there. For Minnesota, Mack had 2 hits. He led the way with the 2 hits. And for Atlanta, top hitter was Treadway, come off the bench. He was 2 for 3. And Lonnie Smith had 2 hits. So the final was Atlanta 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Minnesota 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. So in front of 50,878 happy fans here at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, Atlanta in 10 innings win Game 4 and evens this series up as they head back. They stay here in Atlanta for a Thursday night game tomorrow. So if you've been listening along, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Very exciting game. And we look forward to doing the next game tomorrow night. So if you made it to the end, I'm sure you enjoyed it as much as I did. And until tomorrow night, Thursday night in Atlanta, that's it. Final score, Atlanta 4, Minnesota 3. Thanks for listening, and as always, keep playing Apba. Hello there, Apba fans and the baseball fans that possibly watched it to the end of the video here. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the game, and boy, what a game. What a game it was. This has actually been 4 really awesome games in a row between the Twins and the Braves, and I don't root for one team or the other, but man, it would be good to see a Game 7. There was a few things that happened during the game here that I'd just like to discuss for a minute, because I always play a lot of games by myself, and now that I'm actually taping games, I'm putting them out there, I know I could be open myself to some second guessing. And one of them there, when Gagne come up to bat in the 5th inning, chose to pitch to Gagne instead of walking to let Morris come up, and Gagne got the hit. And I guess that was just a gut feel there, but I always like having the pitcher lead off the next inning. So that's why I chose to do that, and that's one that could have been second guess. But then a couple innings later, they walk Gagne to pitch to the pinch hitter, which ended up being Chili Davis, which come into play later in the game because it ended up getting Willis in earlier and then Aguilera in earlier. And then we ended up with Leach pitching the 9th inning, or the 10th inning. Leach had to come in and pitch the 10th inning, and they got the winning runoff from there. Treadway coming in to pinch hit, and I think that, Smoltz had 6 innings, brought in Treadway, and he ended up with a couple hits and a walk, and he come in, so that ended up turning out pretty good. And just there was another situation late in the game. I think it was might have been the 9th inning and the 10th inning there about the stolen base. I thought a lot about stealing a base with Lonnie Smith to get him in scoring position, but when you play Apba, the last thing you want to do is try to steal a base and throw that 66. And it would have been the 2-run walk-off exciting home run. Instead, you get a caught stealing. So those are just a couple things that happened during the game that I give a lot of thought, and there's usually reasons to why I do it, but I don't want to slow the game down to explain why am I doing it. And I also do a couple different innovations and stuff, and if anybody ever interested in those, you can always send me a message and stuff or a comment in YouTube, and I can show you different charts I use maybe on the hit and runs and the stolen bases and different things. And also I do have a system. If you throw a runner out, if you roll doubles, it could be a possible wild to winner center field. So I just come up with some ways that kind of keep the goal game quicker. And appreciate you guys following along and listening to the games. I try to do them in a way that people can listen to them or sit down and watch them. Maybe you can even, learn a way I do something that might help you out or maybe clarify something. It's been a lot of fun. It's been challenging to do the games on here, but it's been a lot of fun. And hopefully in a couple of days I'll have game 5 on here. And if you like what I'm doing, I always say hit subscribe or hit a like on there. Maybe make a comment, and maybe to help other people, help out, reach out to some other people. So as always, keep playing Apba. Apba is the only sports games I play. And you have a great day. Bye.